I thought I heard sausage. Oh,
What?
How did you hear
How the hell?
sausage?
I don't know.
Right, where do you
How
want
do
us?
you eat? No, I'm eating sausage. What the hell?
I don't know.
Mm.
Leave me alone.
You'd
Get
get
out of my
into a
room.
mentoring, you ask one question and then you get yelled at by 7 people.
It is what it is.
Man, I still remember our old, not Oregon. What is the map that they reworked?
Oregon?
The big
Skyscraper?
Outback.
Oh, okay.
You remember our mentoring on Outback? One of the mentorings, I don't remember which one.
No.
Not you.
I mean, we did a few on there.
Protect the bombs. Down to 10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
Right.
You must protect your bombs from being defused by op.
So, we're top floor, by the way. Oh shit! I probably need my. So there's like a few
Be advised, Op 4 has located a
a few points to talk about. So basically, I thought we would just start by talking about like what everyone thinks how Azami should be played. Like your first initial instinct, like, and they showed it in the trailer for it. It's like patch an old, some, or like sledge soft, patch it up. But in reality, like, if Sledge breaches a wall here, right, and he's playing on the wall, and I just stop it, like, he's just gonna break it again. He's gonna melee it. He's literally right there. It's gonna take. So in reality, it's just not a very good use of for Kiba Barriers, except in certain situations. So we'll just now go through some of the situations where using your Kiba Barriers is just like super. And this is personally my favorite, and it's just using the barriers to like I just keep calling it sculpt the room, to make it work in your favor. So in like the power positions, inside. So like I would say, well, no, piano is a position of power when you pull the top floor. So you've usually got like people playing pixel, or you might have someone actually playing piano. With the Kiba Barriers, it actually allows you to properly hold piano, like with some actual security. What it does, and the way that you use the Kiba Barriers inside, is you use them as like just little deployable shields, just to cut off angles. So this is like a little setup. I was like trying to finalize and just work out the kinks of where to put.
Kiba barrier is activated.
Cut off the angles of where attackers are usually going to hold, to work to your advantage. So obviously with these two barriers here, that for the majority of it, like we can still see it up here, but for the most part, it cuts off their angle, their line of sight if you are just around here. Obviously it's not completely foolproof. You have to vary it at some point. But then you got 5 of these Kiba Barriers, so I think I threw one here to play behind. And did I throw one here? I don't remember.
Try to get through that.
No, that one. But yeah, just using the Kiba Barriers like inside the room that you're playing, to play behind and just to cut off the lines of sight, because then as an attacker, like they're just gonna default thing, open up red wall, and then you get into the site, and suddenly they are presented with all of these barriers that they are, all these different angles that they now have to look at. They're flabbergasted. Yes, thank you, Gino. Because like as an attacker, when you start to push through, you're just so used to like just checking, like you'll just swing around this corner and then you just check pixel, like you'll just keep checking pixel, and then you might start checking couch and stuff. But now with Azami being played, like and all these different barriers, it just it flabbergasts people. Okay? And they're just like, wait, what the fuck? Where do I have to look? And it just gives you the ability to hold all these different angles down here. And yeah, you are like molding the site to play to your advantage. And then clearly, the only way to get rid of any of these is either for them to push into a melee, into the site and melee, or they're going to have to do some explosive, which obviously is just... it's a great benefit to your team in the long run if you're also playing like other...
There's a good little one I've seen where someone had one on this wall, covering a bit of that gap, and then had one on the chair here, and on this wall here. And
Yeah.
they were just kind of holding the red push from that
Yeah.
position, because that chair there covers a bit of the sideline from there. It doesn't cover pixel in the same way, but...
Yeah. I was also working on one where I was playing here, behind this couch, but then because when you put it onto things like this mini desk, it protects this bit, so it basically bulletproofs this bit, but then doesn't go above it, and then also bulletproofing this bit, so like you're protected from either side. And then I was like trying to work out a way to maybe like up on to kind of protect.
Seems.
And the cigar, yeah, was it?
They'll just shoot you from above.
From where? From the hatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
From here.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's the thing. Like, that's why I didn't use this one as an example. This one is a bit viable to just hold piano and more aggressive. That's the thing. Like, you can hold so many different positions, and there's always going to be ways to shoot it. But it's about, you know, just applying a bit of pressure to the attackers so that it's not as, because usually it's just so easy to just kind of you have to get rid of a shield. So now with Azami, like you are actually holding piano somewhat viable if you've got a nice little strap set.
Do you know if you are say I'm sat behind this barrier and someone nades the barrier, do I still get affected by the nade, or does the barrier protect me but I lose the barrier?
Area of effect damage, yes. Shrapnels, no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you would die.
No.
If you want to try that.
Can I try it on this one?
Yeah, try on me. Try on me.
No, like, it stops shrapnel, but not normal. It's blast explosion.
Alright, so that my theory is that if you've got a really good angle you can hold, but you're on a destroyable floor, if you put one on the ground and then sit on it, would it stop the nade killing you from below?
Okay.
I bet it's on Mythbusters by Core Ross.
It doesn't.
We can try it.
It stops shrapnel, that's it.
Just kill Astros then, and then we can test it.
Mission failed. All enemies were eliminated.
I was gonna go sneak mode.
Right, so I'll throw one down, and then someone go below into trains and just name me.
Alright, we'll do.
You have to know exactly where I am. Who's got good map knowledge?
We've got 4 nades, so
You can
Kitchen?
stay in the place without anyone pinging and let me know, and I'll pinpoint your exact location and see for you.
Yeah, just drone it.
Secure the area.
I don't even drone it. I don't even
10
drone.
seconds to insertion.
Okay.
5 seconds left. You must protect your bombs from being defused by
Where are you gonna go?
Or just do it on the hatch.
That's not fun.
well, I don't know if it would work on hatches, but
Yeah, but it'd still be the same thing. It's still a soft wall.
is it, a hatch is not softer than floor though?
No.
It's exactly the same. I mean, there's
The same.
Alright.
it's about the wood, because although there is no like metal bars on the hatch, actually no, let's
The beams.
yeah, the beam. Yeah, that's what I mean. No, let's do it on the floor, because that's what we're trying to.
Where are you right now?
Right, so I'm gonna do it. Right, you know where I am? I'm like,
No.
Yeah, I actually saw it through the floor.
Alright. Are you there, Ryan? No, that's not you. Are you there?
I don't know. You're just nading below me.
I didn't do that. That wasn't me.
Bad nade.
Where are you
think
nading?
I can tell these nades are really. Alright, yeah.
The first time I just was panicked because I forgot how to nade from downstairs.
So, yeah.
Other than that.
So this myth is busted.
But now the question: what if we double them?
How many until?
Hey, can you?
You can't.
I don't
you
think
can't
you-
double.
I don't.
As
can
soon as you
double
put
them?
it, if you
Yeah,
put
you
it
should be.
anywhere, you can't stack them. Like if you put them next to each other, it will cut off as soon as it touches the other one.
Next try. Is the Goyo charge grenade proof?
Protect the bombs.
Can you shoot
10
the Goya
seconds
charge
left.
from below?
5 seconds to
Yeah.
insertion. Increase surveillance on bombs.
No,
Op 4
no.
has
If you have
Depends
like
on
the
where it
perfect
is.
angle, then sure you could try, but it's not really
If it's
like
placed on
worth the
wall,
time and effort, really.
Or the utility.
so much easier just to nade it.
But yeah, it's interesting that you can actually see the Azami gear go out when you put it down. Like from below, when you put it down, I can see the gas go out.
That's probably just a visual bug, to be honest. I don't think that's intentional.
I wouldn't even say that's a visual bug, I'd say that's a choice. Because the smoke there is there, right, as a feature. If it wasn't necessary, they wouldn't have included it.
Yeah, but going through the floor, I don't think.
I mean, smoke goes through the floor, so why wouldn't that?
Smoke is a thing, you know.
What was it? Yeah, so, yeah, well, that was part of my presentation. So, when you're setting up these barriers, like in the room that you're actually playing, you know, you can play off them, yeah, great, but then it allows you to freely rotate. Because usually, if you were just playing a pixel shield, if you run out into this piano, right, there's going to be person on the window, and you're just going to get shot, right? But with Kiba Barriers, and this site isn't the best example of but
Kiba Barriers is activated.
you're able to set up certain. Oh my god, that didn't go very well. You're able to set up certain like alleyways, sort of, allowing you to freely rotate. And again, not a good example. Let's just say.
Can they not see your top of the head?
Kiba strikes through.
What?
Deployed barrier.
Can they
Not
not
if
see
you
your top of
crouch.
the head?
I don't know, can you?
It depends how high you throw it. The lower you throw it on the cover, the lower the barrier will be.
If I stand
Yeah,
here,
I can. Wait, if you go in the middle between them, go to the ash sheet.
Well, yeah, if you go in the middle, yeah, I can see you as
No, not
well.
this
But,
one,
like,
not this one, on the one on the left.
he's talking about this one. This giant fucking hole.
well, yeah, no shit, Junior.
No, in here, like on where Nordic is. There. Because I can shoot him in the head, but can you see me?
I can't see you now.
Because I can shoot him.
Oh, you're higher,
It's just
yeah.
misspelled.
Yeah. No,
But yeah.
But if you wouldn't be running around probably anyway, you'd be crouched.
Yeah. But yeah. Having the Kiba Barriers within the power position that you're playing, it just allows you to rotate up to a different part of that power position without getting shot. So it's a way to just safely rotate. Now, when you're holding like an important power position, one that I thought of was like holding main stairs on Villa. You know, when people usually put the rotate by the bar and like main stairs. You've always got to think like, how do I rotate back to the side? And when in some positions that rotate back to the side could be cut off by like a window or a door held by attackers.
Yeah.
Let me try and think of an example.
Op 4 found a bomb. You must
You
have
can do
found
one
it.
on here. And this
No,
guy,
no, right here. One that cuts off rotation.
Yeah. On freezer door too. Where are you?
Oh, he left us.
Left, I'm going upstairs.
Yeah, you can do one on the freezer door because you cut off the rotate on ping. Default rotate.
On ping, yeah.
I'm thinking of a specific bakeries. One.
Yeah, we're
Sure.
doing one right now.
Bakery. Now.
Kiba successfully deployed.
I use the
Didn't
Kiba
laundry
barrier
be one?
in bakery.
Like what I'm trying to say is like using, so when you're in your position of power that's outside of sight, if you're ever like at some point you're gonna have to give up this position of power, like if the attack push well. So when you have to retreat to sight, which is what you should do, you know, if it's a smart move, then you're gonna need to retreat back to site, and then the attackers might have an angle on it to cut off that rotation. And if you use your Kiba barriers,
Fireplace, maybe.
using your Kiba barriers and you pre-place them, like even before the action phase, so that you know that when you have to retreat, that angle is already off. So the example I thought in my head was when you're playing top main stairs, maybe smoke or engage or something. And I think a common thing is that they might get control of 90, and then they wait for you to retreat back into bar and then just kill it because you turn around. But you could on pillar like these little pillars on the side of the walls, and you could place one there on the round side so that when you retreat from main stairs, you can just keep crouched and then just sneak back through the rotate, and they can't see you when you rotate back inside. So just stuff like that, just like trying to like, I'm gonna have to push through here at some point, so I'm gonna like cover my back barrier, so that I don't have to worry about attackers picking me off when I rotate. So yeah, the site setup thing, it's all just about like getting creative with it. Like you can just hold so many different angles. I think cutting off lines of sight is like the main. It's just cutting off the lines of sight, so that you can freely move in the map, and then hit within the sites to find new angles.
Yeah, the instant deployable is just really helpful.
The what? Sorry.
The instant deployable. Like say I know someone's outside this door.
Yeah.
I can just like this door here. I can just throw one on this chair or on here. Like if I throw one low on the thing there, it just gives me an extra bit of angle where they might not expect me to be.
Yeah, exactly. And that is the perfect example of like deploying it properly. Is like putting it on, not on the door. They're just gonna hit it, and putting it on this chair just to give them a different angle to think about. Because then you can just play around it, and which actually leads into my next point of it. They act like shields. They're like a replacement sword. You got 5 of them. Now, granted, you can't see through them. It's as strong as a deployable shield. But playing close to them, you know, if you've got quite good peeking mechanics, I know G crazy. It's like but just being able to quick peek over it, I don't have it. Yeah, just like crouching up and down, quick peeking over it, and just making your presence known behind that key barrier. Not necessarily trying to get killed, but just making sure that they aren't getting a quick push inside. Yeah.
Next round?
What?
Next round, do you want me to kill you?
Yes.
One friendly operator remaining.
Why?
All friendlies
Well
were
done.
eliminated.
Why did you just... have looked like a T-Rex.
So when placing the Kiba Barriers, I think the perfect way to get them so that they are like at deployable shield height is to be crouched, and then you throw them straight on, like at a 90-degree angle or 0-degree angle,
Yeah.
parallel to the floor. Is what I'm trying
Secure
to
the
say.
area. Keep the bombs protected. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Parallel
left. Bomb
or
location secure.
perpendicular?
Like parallel to the floor, so you're just throwing it straight ahead.
No, so 360, you mean?
No,
Is-
well, technically it's 0. Well,
Yeah.
it's 0 degrees. Like you're just
You're
throwing
throwing it on the floor.
The barrier is active.
That is not right. Right? No, it's not. You
No.
aim down. You aim down. Shit. Such. And
So you
yeah,
mean-
Successfully
I think that's
deployed.
right. Maybe a bit higher, but. Yeah. So you like aim down just a tad.
I don't know what you're saying. Oh, right, okay.
Like you.
Wait.
So imagine. So Right. Here's a good gauge. Here's a good gauge. So you've got the barrier, right? I reckon it was probably at the 3rd egg up. Right there. Nope, that's too high.
Yeah, to make it like a peekable distance, you need to have it like here.
It needs to be low as fuck. Thinking number 2.
Yeah.
1.5. Anyways, it's like really bad.
I normally throw it on the floor, like not on the floor, but right at the bottom, because then you can do like a little crouch jiggle peek.
Right, I've got to go left, so I'll just say. But yeah, on to the next part. Now, at the start, you know, we went over sort of when not to use, how not to use it. It's so easy for attackers to get rid of it, and that's just like putting it on doors where the attackers are putting on breaches, putting on the windows that it's just sat on. But there is a time and a place that this is actually very useful, and it's when you have to rotate, when you have to move across the map to a different part of the site. So if someone is actually, if someone's on the small big window, right, and they have planted in like bunker, right, they've cut off my rotates here, and I need to rotate down long. There's Iana on that window, and you know, if I pass through here, I'm just gonna, you know, unless I kill her, I'm just gonna die. So I can quick peek this angle. She's there, and I just quick peek again. And this is where I rotate, right? Because that just buys me a little bit of time just to safely rotate it, and that is like one of the few instances where putting it on a window is the play. Same for doors, same for like holes that they might make. So if they are playing, if they're playing vertical, like upstairs, if they're in mining, and they've cut off my rotate into prep, then I can just like throw one up there really quick and rotate. Because yeah, it's nice and safe. Then, oh, right, just kill me again.
Op 4, last operator standing. Friendly's victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
Where were you nading?
I thought you'd coming from bakery.
Doesn't have his headset turned on.
Genie, you're dumb.
Fuck you. At least I didn't die to
What?
To what?
2v3.
Oh,
Nice.
what do you die to? 2v3.
Right. So yeah, like going back to the cutting off lines of sight, like I say, like I think that is just the main point to her gadget, really. And it's especially powerful in like post plant situations.
Secure the bomb.
Post plant situations
10
are pretty
seconds remaining.
dire,
5 seconds
anyways.
counting.
Like it's
Bomb location secure.
you're not really meant to win. You should take plant. But we're on top floor, by the way. Let's say that they have planted top floor and they're just planted top floor. Pretty simple.
What?
Oh my god.
Op 4 found a bomb. You must defend it.
Who is this? Yeah, let's say they've planted default. With the Kiba Barriers, again, if you're in a post-plant situation, like a 1vx, 1v1, 1v2, whatever, using your Kiba Barriers to cut off their lines of sight while you can make them on the just really helps with chances. So like, if you were trying to come through freezer, okay, and get planted default, then you can
Not what I intended.
I was flashed by another camera.
you're able to cut off the line of sight into pillars, all from like the safety of here. You could maybe throw one there, and then maybe, I don't know, if you're able to cut off the line of sight of
We have some.
skylight. And again, these are only temporary measures because they're probably just going to be like right behind these doors. But it just gives you the ability to quickly move. And if you're in like a 1v2, 1v5, whatever, you can then sort of single out the attackers that you want to push, because you're not going to get in that situation. But if there's a guy in Cigar, there's a guy playing match, and there's a guy playing on the skylight, you could cut off Cigar guy, you could cut off the skylight guy, and then just try and make a move on the new hatch guy, right? Single this guy out, get a 1v1 situation going, because then you've only got to focus on another 1v1 guy, another 1v1 versus the Cigar guy, and then all you got to do is worry about the I can't remember the word skylight. Holy shit! The skylight guy, right? So, it just allows you to single out defenders and maybe just try and push them, especially if you've got TP. That's even stronger. But another post-plant situation, if a player is smart, they'll plant and then they'll retreat something. Now, I don't think top floor is the best example of this one. Upstairs. Where's a good example? This is a good example. Right, so in reading. It's a bit close, but whatever. So in reading, okay, we go into a default plant behind the bookshelf. I go close. Into the bookshelf. And then they go into the bookshelf and then they retreat out the room. And they might like be holding an angle or whatever, or they might be all the way in just playing off sound cues. So in that instance, we could throw a Kiba Barrier on the door, maybe try to get the defuse off if we're lucky. Or if they are, you know, really quick to start meleeing the barrier, then we could play aggro once it's broken. And once it's broken,
Oh, okay.
light them up.
Wait, can we do a test? Can Nordic plant and then you do it, and I'll try if I can knife it in time.
Yeah, you'll have to shoot me because I'm out.
Oh my god.
Op 4 last
Oh, Claymore, you bastard!
failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
He replaced it.
Wait, so what is the explain it again, Junior?
Just plant in the corner. I'll plant in the corner, and then I'll hold it from outside, and then you do the thing. I'll pretend not to be able to shoot you, and then I'll try to knife it. See, can you get it in time or not?
Okay. You mean like see how long it takes to defuse compared to how long it takes you to get in?
See, like if you put it on the door,
Yeah,
and I'll pretend to be like, oh, I'm gonna knife it,
Secure
and
the
you
area.
try to
Keep
stick it.
bombs
Who
protected.
gets it in
10
time? Me
seconds
and
to
you.
insertion. Down to 5 seconds.
You know?
Bomb locations are
Is
secure.
7 seconds enough to like 3 melees and get him? I think
I would say so, yeah.
maybe on the last second I'll be able to. You know?
Obviously, it always
you-
depends on like how far away
Into a play, yeah.
default position of plant is compared to the doorway. Like this is really fucking close.
Oh, shit, sorry.
Wow.
Alright, I'll be right back while the smoke finishes.
How did you get blind, but I didn't? What the hell? Right,
You
go
were
blind.
facing the other way.
It doesn't matter.
Wait, Junior's not here.
Op 4 located a bomb.
Wait.
He's
No,
not-
no.
Junior's
Plant
not
here,
here.
plant here.
Yeah, but Junior's not here.
Where is
Yeah,
Junior?
he went home.
He just said he was getting a drink while the smoke
Ah.
diffused.
Okay.
Smoke diffused?
Yeah, the smoke that Nordic put down.
Alright, I'm back.
Right. Okay.
Alright, now plant.
Wait, is he? Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
you want it in the corner or you want it?
Well, I would say that this is probably the default, so I'll do it here.
Like this, I can be shooting.
But then
Put it in the burn.
when you retreat, like play it safe, like be out here.
Alright.
Right, go for it.
Plant in the. Alright.
Op 4 is defusing the bomb. You need
I
to
think
disable it.
awkwardly long.
Destroy it.
Oh, you got it.
You did.
So in that instance, I would do that.
You'd need someone to cover the...
Ow.
One friendly remaining.
Or even just have like if someone else were covering it.
Yeah,
Because you
absolutely.
could like
If you-
easily, yeah, if you could easily throw it, and then I could just be like
Yeah,
back
if you've got
watching laundry, for instance, by the rotate.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they punch it, it's like they're dead, you know?
Yeah. Well, if you've got another person, then that is ideal. But I was just thinking about the situation where it's you versus like one other person, the 1v1 kind of situation.
Op 4 has successfully defused a bomb.
I think your best bet then, from that scientific test, is to like disable their diffuser, wait for like I think you get about 2 ticks in, and then like come off and then try and shoot them. Just so that maybe try and time it so that while they're in melee animation, or shooting them.
Bit hard.
Or could you place another?
Yeah, I was just about to say, can you place like two like in different angles?
If you punch, like
No, I think it
if
joins
you
into
put
one.
one down.
No, can they stack?
Oh.
Can they stack?
I think
Well,
it
no,
joins into one.
if you put one down, if it makes like, because they overlap, but you can tell they're 2 separate things. Does it definitely make them one?
Yeah.
I don't know. Here's another test. Right, Mythbusters, point 2.
Yeah, like put one on the door and then one other one on next
On
to
the
the
other
diffuser.
side.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna ask if they stack. That I didn't have.
They don't like stack. They overlap. So
No,
like,
I mean like the.
One here and then one on the other side.
Kiba strikes true.
yeah.
Deployed barrier.
I mean stack as in like. Are they like Legion mines? Do they stack up?
Located a bomb.
No, I don't think.
No, I
they
think
do.
they fused. Yeah, they fused together.
No, they don't.
They did.
They do where.
No, they did
like,
it. I just punched it, and it got 1 punch on this one, but there's still 2 punches left.
Yeah, but that's
It
because
didn't fuse.
No, it does in the middle. It's like, imagine a Venn diagram.
Like in the bottom, because I was punching directly in the middle.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like when you punch it where both, that's where it starts to hit both.
Yeah, but she did that, and she did 3 hits, and the second barrier.
And only one got the left side.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
That'll hold.
Yeah, see that one's higher up, so it should be more.
That's just one, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're waiting for the other one. But before it was
You look
lower,
so funny
so
while people run there.
before it was lower, so where I was hitting it, I would have to be hitting like the floor to hit the points where they definitely overlap.
Right.
Whereas I was just hitting slap bang in the middle. Whereas now, because they're higher, if I was to hit in the middle, it probably would.
Shall we test?
Yeah. Yeah, see, because it was higher, it managed to get the middle better, but when they're lower, you have to pretty much hit the floor in order to get, like, that overlap. Otherwise, they're separate.
See, I think, imagine they planted in like this corner here. You could just kind of do a proper cover-up sort of deal, and then like, I think do it that way. And then just like play around this.
One friendly remaining.
Ow.
That was not on purpose.
Inappropriate.
Op 4, last operator standing.
But yeah, that was it really. I think just using them to.
All friendlies were
I think the only final point was when you're like roaming, and just put them onto a window or a door where you know that they're like close enough to flank. Like, it's all just going off the side. Like, it. There was a few like nice little placements that I found, or at least I watched a YouTube video, and there's some really nice ones. So we can, if you want, we can like go onto a different map, and then I can show you these little spots. And nice. I didn't find any on cafe though. I was trying to figure it out.
And she's also really good for aggressiveness.
Yeah. Well, go on then. Explain yourself.
10 seconds left. Down to 5
Reloading.
seconds.
No, you
Keep an eye out for Op 4
you throw it
attempting
so you
to
can't
defuse your
run
bomb.
off, and then you panic so you dies. Really effectively. Or you can cut off one guy from the other guy and then kill that guy and be safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
No refrags.
Right, we'll finish this round and then we'll go on to Oregon because nice spots on there, and then it's just one spot on 1,000, which I think that's it.
Op 4 has
Any chance
located a
did you
bomb.
record
You know
this?
what to do.
Yes, I have.
Nice.
I recorded the audio only, so we can make a podcast.
I'm out. Gotta reload.
That was unnecessary.
That's toxic.
Okay. The recoil on this gun.
Where are the meanies?
My nose right on your head. What is that?
Op 4 found a bomb. You must defend it.
Where did the meanies go?
Barrier active. Keep at that.
Where are you?
He's in.
Meanies! Show yourself, you meanies.
Keeper strikes through. Deployed barrier.
He's on heaven.
He's right there on a dark spot. Was it?
Suppressive fire. Ah!
Oh my god! The recoil on this gun. Bruh.
I'm reloading.
Oh, I have a deagle.
Victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
Oh, you're so low!
Yeah, I was. Why did your
Alright.
character fall like that? It was so dramatic.
Alright, let's
Should we do Nomad knife fight for the last one?
oh fine. Let's
I haven't
meet
done it in forever.
meet in the park.
Fine. Getting my pull it to me. So, what are we still kind of covering? Or still gonna cover?
Not
Secure
much.
the area. Keep
Like
the bombs
I
protected.
could have gone into
Down to
depth
10
about some
seconds.
other stuff.
5
but
seconds and counting. Op 4 has yet to locate a bomb.
we can just go on to Oregon first because there's a lot of spots on there.
You have been spotted by hostiles.
Clubhouse.
Fall back.
It's very impactful. Okay, it's not. Fine.
Aww.
We
You
met
guys
still
not
here,
want to
still
do
here.
Nomad thingy?
We were on the other side of the map. You
Yeah,
guys
we
were
were
late.
at the main entrance. You were hiding behind.
We said park.
We said park.
We're not listening.
Well, that's on you.
Aw.
Alright, come on.
Everyone huddle in,
Take
huddle
that.
in.
Wow, Blitz is just not fun.
Yeah. Take that.
One
I'm
friendly
so
remaining.
bad.
Nice.
Alright.
All friendlies were eliminated.
Easy,
Mission
easy,
failure.
easy.
Are you going back to the menu then?
Yeah, I'll.
I'm gonna jump out.
Okay. Right.
Thanks very much.
No problem. See you later.
See you later.
My booty's so big. Lord have mercy. Alright, now I'm gonna buy Azami. He hyped her up so much. I gotta buy her now. I bought her. Wait, I'm doing stuff on her. What do you
Sorry. Right.
Resound is over. Put that right.
Right.
Alright,
Why
mate.
that?
We going to the fish market for some fish and chips, yeah?
Yeah, because you definitely go to the fish market for some fish and chips.
Especially the ship spot.
See the new Kit Kat food. They
What?
have it.
Or
You see the
ships.
new Kit Kat.
You
It's a fish and chips special.
Because we definitely say Kit Kat like Kit Kat.
Brilliant.
Cadbury and Kit Kat got a new collaboration on the way.
What
Secure the
accent
area.
is
Keep
this?
the bombs protected. 10 seconds
Space,
remaining.
yeah.
5 seconds. Keep an eye out for Op 4.
No one talks like that.
Which site is it?
Top.
Yeah. Right. Coming on my way. Yeah, I'm here.
So these are just really simple spots. So
Op
to
4
protect
located a
top
bomb.
white guy,
Protect it.
you can shoot it so it like hits the bottom of this floor here on the left, about there. Because then
4 found a bomb. You
you
must
can have a
defend
guy on white stairs and it protects you from the trophy guy. As long as you like sort of down the stairs.
How is this useful?
You just said.
So that a guy can play white.
Wait.
And then
Ah, okay.
there's this one where you throw it. I can't remember if you throw it in the smaller box or the bigger box.
Kiba strikes
Yeah,
through.
that one.
Deploy
So
barrier.
with this one, obviously they just drop and you can shoot their feet. See their feet? It's deep. And then you can combine that with getting on top here. And it's easy
Can you
kills.
put a, can you throw another one there? Right next to it on ping. Actually, go away. Go on.
Hey.
Can you show one there? Oh, damn. This is now extra OP.
We have some
I
time.
can. Never mind. It's not OP.
Yeah. So they've just either got to destroy it or just fucking kill with it.
This is a bit more to the top. I can shoot all the legs.
Ow.
Yeah, sure. Sorry. Go ahead.
And then when we go into basement, I like these spots. I like this sort of direction. Does anyone have a shotgun?
No.
I do.
Yeah.
What do you want? Yeah, I mean, like, my hammer is a shotgun. I basically.
No. So just imagine this head holes. Right?
I can.
Oh.
4 last
your
operator standing.
That's the kill.
I can do it with my. I was gonna say I can do it with my things.
Like imagine this head holes there, like across the whole thing. When you like the interaction with the wall is like when you put it at the bottom of the wall, it only goes up to. Actually, no, it doesn't. It just makes it. It's a bulletproof shield. It's just fully to play behind this wall, rather than maybe having to play a shield here. Do that. Exactly. Bottom side.
Loading new mag.
Friendly's victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
Alright, really quick, let's just go into Clubhouse because I really like this one. It just makes the basement. Just because it's cutting off an angle, and it's really nothing to get excited about, but it makes me. Okay.
James,
Yes.
you know your name now is Cranberry. Have you ever tried cranberry vodka?
No, I haven't had the pleasure.
It's great.
What flavor fuck have I had? I had some like it was like berries and cherries. I remember.
Berries and cream.
Me. No,
Berries and cream.
One, two, three.
Bought it because of the name. It was surprisingly good.
Yo. Right, fuck him. I want to go. Straight. Basement. And it's literally just cutting off the view of the hatch onto the people playing in dummies. Like, holding that angle is, like, super strong as an attack.
Well, it's dummies.
Mannequins. Box 3.
Ah.
Yeah, last first what your internet today.
I don't know, I don't think it's my internet. I think that's just how long my game takes to load
Protect
sometimes.
the bombs.
You don't
Down
know
to
more
10
RAM.
seconds. 5 seconds. Bomb
It's 'cause I've got it on
locations
a-
are secure.
HDD.
That's it on a flash drive.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
So, I'm in the basement, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, like when they're in the kitchen, they get an angle all the way back in the box to down. And if they're already holding this angle, it can just be a massive pain in the ass to try and get it. So wait, back. Throw it on like this beam, I guess, and that just completely fires that angle.
Op 4 located a
And then if
bomb.
you want to,
Protect it.
go further across, so you can even play here. I think they can see.
Hello.
Hola.
Hello.
Are
see
you
my
winning,
feet?
son?
I can
You
see,
guys are
like,
late.
I can stream and show you what I see, because I see, like, your whole legs.
Lovely.
Yeah, you can expose to.
Yeah.
Do you see?
Stream's just not loading.
Yeah.
It's because my Discord's frozen.
It's fine. I'll believe you. Could you use?
Where's my
Yeah, you would
Discord's
need
so
to
weird
post the
lately.
third
What about
one
now?
there.
What about now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're fine.
But then once you start using 3 in the same place, I start to question if that's a waste. Because then like one Ash charge.
Yeah.
On 6.
Would
it's
it-
like
Sorry, just quickly, I don't know if you've already covered that. Would it be better to put it on the corner of the boxes instead?
I don't
So
think
the
it
top-
gets
top
high
left,
enough.
Top left corner. Yeah, like there.
No, I can
No,
see.
no.
But
like,
what about on
yeah.
here? What about on?
Place it upwards instead.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You could-
so
you can
that
get a pixel
covers.
peek. Yeah.
It's way more than a pixel.
I can.
Right, just kill me, because I think I know what.
Op
Oh.
4, last operator standing. Op 4 eliminated.
Just kill me. I know where to put it. Kills them instead. Wow. Liar.
Is it win?
Wow. Is this how you get kills? Is this how you plan on getting kills in the scrim?
Yeah, just lying.
Well, you know, Musha has high expectations of you, Shames, so...
Oh yeah, he absolutely
Yeah.
does, and it's so funny to me, like knowing how. I don't know why you struggle in scrims, because like I know how good you are as a player. I just like I don't know why it doesn't translate.
I don't struggle.
Protect the bomb.
I just don't
10
think
seconds.
that.
5 seconds left. Keep an eye out for Op 4 attempting.
I'm not gonna say I don't
bomb.
care because I'm like to play well, but
I want to go into overtime. That's my only goal.
Why,
I
so
wanted
you
to
can
go
get
to
more
overtime too.
kills?
I wanted to go to overtime too.
If that's because
I
we
would
get
have hated
one
it.
kill or
if
50
they didn't.
overtime.
Yeah, I think
Op
you
4
probably
has
want it
located a
slightly
bomb. You
further
know
to
what
the
to do.
left.
This is bullshit.
what about slap bang in the middle?
Try it. Slap bang.
That's basically it.
I think that's basically it.
That's as good as you're gonna
Yeah.
get, I think.
Yeah.
I think so too. Wait, what's their
Although,
POV of
if you
that?
did it a slightly bit more to the right, because then
Well, I would
you
show you, but
you're covered.
I can
you'll have
still.
to come up.
cover this
Or
angle.
what's they get in? I wanna see.
You did it like. Right. Better. That's way better. So slightly.
You can see your toes there.
I can see his
Yeah.
entire upper body.
Yeah,
That's
he
not
can,
his
he,
Yeah.
can,
toes.
he can see.
Oh, is that
he
his
can see
was-
a lot
entire
of
upper
you.
Yeah.
body?
Yeah,
Oh.
you can see a lot of you there.
I think it was better before.
In the middle.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, let me do it again.
Oh, that leaves like a little gap at the top, so you can't really push the boxes.
Yeah, it's if you go into that left corner of the hatch, Wesley.
Oh yeah, you
Like,
can see a lot.
Just,
Of
but
you
I
there.
think in a game, is
That's
someone
true.
gonna notice that?
You're not
Like,
No,
gonna
no,
be. I don't think so
At least the way I
because
play,
you've
I
got.
won't see you before it's too late, really.
Yeah,
No,
you
because
won't be hunting that.
I
You're going to
won't
be
be
expecting someone to be
noticed.
playing around here or even around AK, so you're really not going to be
Yeah.
focusing on like this specific spot at all.
No,
And you'll also have like a rotate here to worry about, so it's not like you'll be focusing on like this one spot.
the thing about that one is that you need to expose your entire body to be able to see over.
Yeah.
That's no game.
And it's only obviously useful until you've been droned out anyway, so like anything, it's not a permanent place to hold, is it? So it serves its purpose in like wasting
That fact that
time.
that fact that even if
Giving
you're
you
not
cover.
peeking it, it still gives you cover for anyone who's trying to hold and contest blue.
Yeah. It does its job.
Not how bad.
it's too high. I think like making this like on the floor, so that it just does half height. So then
Yeah, I
you can
think so.
actually play here and wait for the drop. This would just be a waiting for the drop type place, but then you've got to hold the blue.
Yeah. Or you can put one like,
you
on,
could
the,
use-
on the
yeah.
little the black box to your left. Like on AKs, No. Like on AKs, where you put the other one? Yeah, there.
The other
Or
alternative
there.
is that you just block up that door. Just
No.
block up
You can't
blue
really
door.
block it up because like.
Well, no,
either-
because most teams currently nowadays with the current meta will have a rotate into blue from church, and depending on your strat, you'll have a rotate in.
I like doing both
There as
rotates
well.
here.
Yeah, like
Yeah, no,
a lot of
that's not-
teams have both rotates, so you
that's not the
can block
problem I'm
up.
talking about.
But I think
Yeah.
treating it, you know, like the Echo strat that loads of teams run, where they have a shield
Yeah.
and then the Echo.
Yeah,
plays
yeah,
here.
yeah.
You know, matching
works.
that, you could literally just put one Kiba Barrier here, so that
Yeah.
you are affected from here, and then one here. So then you could just play in this little corner.
Yeah.
And just
That's
make
that's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. putting on the black box.
I'm not sure about if that it just leaves you a tiny bit too vulnerable to any explosives or anything.
Well, you get.
Yeah, but that's
ADS.
what I mean.
blue.
ADS is on here. ADS
Yeah.
is here. It's just
Yeah.
People usually put ADSs on dirt as well, anyway.
Yeah.
because I think it's becoming a lot more prevalent. Is doing the dirt kitchen hatch drop.
Yeah.
So
It is.
because protecting the hatch drop is like so fucking hard because they literally just and just like go for a plan. And it's all about the post plan after that is strategy to try and make something like this. I think actually quite viable on control.
Op 4, last operator standing.